Very good.
In topic is on React. React is used to build the user interface. Yeah. So React is used to build the user interface. Used to build the user interface. But React is initially given by Facebook. No? So Facebook product is actually the React present version is something like React 19 is running. React what? 19. See, coming to the React is all the UI is built. React UI is built. React what? UI is built using like component based approach. Component based approach. So React UI is built based on the component based approach, guys. We need to build the components. See, for example, if we take the movie screen, like so Book My Show. Book My Show, we have the number of movies. Each movie card is there. Each movie card, each movie card one component we can call. Each movie card is what? One component. All movie cards are present in what? One main page, right? The main page is also a, tell me guys, each movie card is a component. Entire page is a, entire what? Page is a component. Even entire page is also component. Each movie card is also a component. And so like button. On that movie card, we have the like button. Like button is also a component. Like button is also what? Component. So finally, the React UI is built based on what approach here? Component based approach. Everything we can call it as a components. So movie card is a component. Movie entire page is a component. Like button is a component. These all are what? Components. Good. See guys, these all are the components. The React UI is based on what approach is your component based approach. See these components like like button you create once. Create the what button mark? Like button once. Sorry, create this like button. You create the like button once. Assume that we have the 100 cards are there, 100 movies are there. Every movie require what button? Like button. It means we will not implement the like button 100 times. One time create the like button. One time what? Create the like button. Create the like button once. Create what? Like button once. Import that component like 100 times wherever you want. It means what? Create the component like button once. Tell me guys, include in what? Include in what? All movies, right? It means what? It means the like button is what? Reuse, right? Okay, like button is what reuse. See how to create the component, how to reuse the component, I will tell you. Just try to understand that. So React is what? React UI is built based on what approach? Component based approach. Approach guys. Yeah. The first point about the React is what? Use it to React is what? React is a JavaScript library. JavaScript library. Because React basically we are writing the code using JavaScript. React is what library here? JavaScript library used to build the user interface UI. And React is given by what Facebook. So developed by what Facebook. The present version of React is what? The present version of React. Tell me, present version of what? React is what version is there? 19th version. Present 19th version is running. Future may be increased. Good. See guys, some people are saying like React is developed by Meta company. Meta company means what? Initially we have the Facebook, but now the Facebook becomes what? Meta, right? Under the Meta we have the Facebook and WhatsApp and these companies like these are the data. Previously only Facebook is a company. That Facebook is given the React. Now Facebook company is there, Meta company is there. Mark Zuckerberg, we have the Meta company. The Meta company, we have the products like Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagram, like that, guys. So some people are saying like React JS. Some people are saying React.js. React what? JS. Some people are saying what React.js. Fine, some alternate names they are called. The first point about the class. And second point is what React UI is built based on what approach? Component based. Each movie card is a one component. Entire page is a component. Like button is a component. Rating button is a component. Create the like button once, include in one movie, all movies are including what? All movies. It means what? One like button is it means the like button is what? Reuse. The like button is what? Reuse, right? Exactly. Good. See guys, previously writing HTML files, right? HTML files how we write? We saved some .html files. And we are writing the CSS in separate file. Okay, CSS separated, keep it side because CSS file what purpose? Styling purpose. So we written the HTML. And we written what? JS file separated. We written what file? HTML contains .html file contains what code? HTML file contains what the code? Contains the HTML code. What code? HTML code. Nothing but what? Tags. Nothing but what? No? Tags. JS contains what code? JavaScript code. Contains the logics, right? Contains the HTML code like tags format. Contains the JS code, JavaScript code with what I can say here? Logics. What amount? Logics, right? Good. See, we have the HTML file separate. We have we written CSS files also separate. Okay, that's keep aside. Dot HTML code we written and dot JS code we written. Dot HTML and what? Dot HTML and dot JS code we written. Right? Good. So dot HTML code we written and dot JS code we written. Separate files we written, right? But in React, we don't have the dot HTML files, dot CSS files, okay? Dot HTML files and dot CSS files like dot JS files. It's not like separate files in the React. There is no separate dot what? HTML files. Dot HTML files and dot JS files, these files are not separate files. In React, we follow those standards that is called dot JSX file. What the file am? Dot JSX. React use the extension like React uses the what you can say here extension. What extension guys here? Dot JSX. So previously we know dot HTML file contains HTML code, dot JS contains what? JavaScript code. Then this one is what? What code? React uses what code? Dot JSX. Extension dot JSX extension should be there. See, React mainly is what? React is a what we written first line. React is a HTML library, JavaScript library. Then what is the main? HTML is main, JavaScript is main. JavaScript is main. So React is a JavaScript library. React use the extension is what? JSX. JSX full form is like JavaScript XML. JSX full form is what? JavaScript XML is there for the JSX file. Good. Got it right? Good. So what we write in the JSX? See guys, JSX says that you write the HTML code inside the JavaScript. You write what code? HTML code inside the Java. See guys, React is main file is what? .js or JavaScript or HTML? JavaScript is main. So that he's saying that you write the .jsx code, you write the HTML code inside the JavaScript. React is what library guys? HTML library or JavaScript library? Previously HTML they written separate, JavaScript they written separate. Then he said like the Java developers, you don't write the separate files for the UI. UI means HTML. You don't write the separate file for the logics. Logics means what? JavaScript. You don't write the separate file for the UI. UI means what? HTML. You don't write a separate file for what? Logics. So UI plus what? Logics. Logics means what file? JS. UI means what file? HTML. This is the last point guys. Today class is enough. So UI is what? HTML. JS means what? Logics. Previously UI and the logic separate. Then what the JSX says that what the JSX says? JavaScript XML. When React follows HTML syntax .html or .js or .jsx. .jsx means like writing the HTML code inside the JavaScript. Writing what JSX says that JSX means writing the HTML code inside the JavaScript. Because React main is what? JavaScript. So JSX means what? Writing the HTML code inside the, because main is a JavaScript. In the JavaScript itself, you write HTML. What the JSX says? What the JSX stands for? JavaScript XML. What the JSX says? JSX is saying that you write the HTML code inside the JavaScript. Hey, the JSX says that it's making like one JSX file. Previously, what happened? UI separate, logic is separate. What the JSX says? UI separate. UI separate means HTML separate. Logic is separate. JavaScript separate. But React follows what code? JSX. JSX means what? Writing the HTML inside the JavaScript to make like HTML and to make the UI plus logic stay together. What I'm saying now? Saying that previously what UI is separate, logic is separate. React says that hey, you don't write the separate, stay together in what? JSX file. Stay together in what file? JSX file. So don't write the, tell me guys, don't write the HTML and JS separate. Both files are staged together Both files are both data. Both data. Tell me guys. Both means what? Both UI plus logics stay together. What? Stay together using what extension? JSX. That is called React says. React says that what the React says, ma? React says separate do. Don't be separated. React says don't separate. Don't separate means what? UI separate. Don't separate UI and don't separate what? Logics. Don't separate here. It's saying that what? React says don't separate plus what? UI comma logic. Stay together. Stay together. React says don't separate the UI, don't separate the logic comma. He's saying what? Stay together. Stay together means what? UI plus logics, which is nothing but what file? JSX. We cut it down. React follows what extension? In React, we can see only one file, JSX files. All are JSX files. All are what files are? Yeah. What the JSX file contains? Writing the HTML inside the JavaScript. It means JSX, like what the JSX file contains? UI plus logic stay together. What the JSX contains? JSX contains UI plus logic stay together. Stay together. Okay, that's it, guys. 3 points. Point 1 is what? React is used to build the user interface, and developed by Facebook. Now it is Meta, and present was based on React 19. Some people are calling React JS, React.js, something like that. React UI is built based on what approach? Components. Everything is a component. React means components. Like button a component, rating button a component, movie card a component, entire page a component. One component can be reused one place or multiple places. Multiple places. When it done, that's it. Previously HTML is separate, UI separate, JS separate, logic is separate. JSX says what? Stay together. What stay together? HTML plus what? JavaScript. HTML plus JavaScript stay together using what? JSX. Stay together. It means what? Stay together means what? Writing HTML inside the JavaScript or JavaScript inside HTML. Writing the in HTML inside the JavaScript, because your what file is main and JavaScript is main. So inside the JavaScript you write what code? HTML, right? That is the 3 points, guys. Good. Okay, coming to the 4th point. Hey, who execute the JavaScript code? Browser, right? JavaScript code executed by what? Browser. See guys, in React we have some predefined libraries. Assume that Axios is some predefined library is there. Router DOM is some predefined library is there. Like some predefined libraries we have. Redux is some predefined library is there. Redux like that. We have the predefined libraries. Predefined what? Libraries. I need to install the predefined library. I need to what? Install. I want these libraries. I need to install it. To install the predefined library, we are using npm command. Node packaging manager. Node packaging manager. Node packaging manager. npm is there. Then you can go for what? npm install. npm what? Install Axios. Something like that. Like that, npm install React router DOM, something like that. npm install Redux. Like any library to install, or any what library, any library to install. Python people, right? You have pip install with them, pip. Pip is there, uv is there, right? UV is there, packaging manager, pip is there, like that. In real time, we are using the UV packaging manager, something like that. Any library to install, use what syntax now? npm. npm install Axios. Every day we should install some predefined packages. npm installed. npm stands for what? Node packaging. npm stands for node packaging. That's it. npm install Axios. npm install router DOM. Or router DOM, something like that. npm install Axios, like that. Right now, we need to install the data using what command? Tell me here. npm. These all are the predefined libraries. Observe carefully. One point is there here. These all are what libraries? Some they given some predefined libraries, right? Yeah, that is called predefined libraries. Any library to install, they are using what command here? npm. npm full form is what? Node packaging. Node packaging manager. Exactly. See guys, here node packaging manager. The name itself saying that node packaging manager. Today you need to install one node software, node installation. Install the node all of. Sir, why this node software, sir? Node will give the node software will give the JavaScript runtime environment. JavaScript what environment, Amma? Runtime environment. Runtime what? Environment. Something like that. A JavaScript will provide what? Java node is software will give the JavaScript runtime environment. So guys, why this node is like, some people I observed in Visual Studio Code, to run the JavaScript code, you are typing the node space, you are writing someone, right? You are writing node space, something like that. No? See guys, these all are the JavaScript libraries. Generally, JavaScript executed by who execute the JavaScript code? Browser. Who execute JavaScript code? But these all the libraries I need to execute at what? React side, right? In the server side. What side? Server side. Because to start my application, I require these libraries. I need to download this library. I need to execute the libraries. What the node will do, like node will provide the runtime environment. Generally, JavaScript what? JavaScript code executed by who executed? JavaScript code executed by browser. But now I need to execute this installation. I need to execute the JavaScript. Browser side, server side, server side. To execute the JavaScript code outside the browser, without browser, outside of the browser. Generally, JavaScript code executed by browser. But to execute the, tell me guys, to execute the JS code. But execute what? JS code? Outside browser. Outside browser means what? Maybe server, maybe serverless, whatever it may be. But if they execute the JS code outside browser at server side, something like that, outside browser, use what software? Node. Node. That's what it is. So you need to install the node first. Install what software? Node. Got it? Hey, generally JavaScript code executed by whom? Browser. But some of the libraries we need to install at server side. If the browser has to execute, the server has to run. It means we need to execute some of the libraries without browser. We need to execute some of the libraries what? With the browser, without browser. Then what we should use? Node software. Node is that. Simply can say node. You simply can say what? Node. But the purpose of the node? Node will execute the JavaScript code outside the browser. Within the browser, general JavaScript code executed by browser. But we need to execute some of the JavaScript files, access, router, DOMs, these all within the browser, outside the browser. Outside the browser. To execute the JavaScript code outside the browser, use what? That's what first node required. Because some of the libraries I need to execute without browser. What libraries? Axios, router, DOM, Redux. Redux. These are all the libraries I need to execute with the browser side or server side itself. Browser side basic JavaScript working, no problem. But some of the JavaScript like Axios code, some of the JavaScript like Redux code, this code should execute with the browser, out of the browser. Out of the browser means what software? What software? No, right? Exactly. Yeah, just you can write the node.org website, guys. Directly you can type the website. Hey, don't type any website in the Google. Directly can go for what? Node dot. Node dot what? Yeah, node.js.org website, guys. Node.js.org website. I'm typing just node, that's what is not coming. Fine. That is the node.js.org website. When you type the node.js.org website, guys, we have this like can you see the download option, right? Click on the download. When you click on the download, guys, it is asking that go for the Windows installer. exe file download file. You download this file, node file. Got it up? What is the website name? Node.js.org. After that, click on what? Download. Download and go for what? Download the what file, guys? Here. Download the Windows installer or Windows what? Installer dot what file, guys? Here. MSI file. Windows installer dot MSI file. Windows what? Install dot MSI file downloads. Then install the node. Why we are installing the node? To execute the JavaScript code outside the browser. Up to now, JavaScript code executed by browser. Now today, within the browser, out of the browser. Install the node. Install the node means what? Don't ask any explanation. Click on the next, and what? Finish. How many next buttons are there? You can handle it. Click on the next, and what? Finish. Install it. After installation, guys, to check the data, open the command prompt. Just you can type the node-version. Node-what? Version. You click on enter button, guys. Node- sometimes versions will work, sometimes V will work. Sometimes full forms will work, sometimes what? Short form will work. Node-what? V. What the version of node I have in my system? 24. Yeah. Total 3 steps, guys. Download the file. Every software, 3 things we need to do. Download the proper version. Install it. Check whether it is installed or not. Check whether what? Installed or. Check, guys. Third one is what? Check verify the installation. Verify the what? Installation process. Just you can check the version. Open the command prompt, check the version. Open the what? Command prompt, check the version. Tell me, guys, how to check the version? Node-B. That's all. I check. Hey, that's all, guys. Node software one is enough. To execute what the purpose of node software? To execute the JavaScript code. What is the role of node? Role of what amount? Node. To execute what? To execute the JS code outside the browser. Outside the browser. Like servers, like that. Fine. We got it done? Yeah, that's it, guys. But the first point, tell me. React is what is the React? React is a React is a JavaScript. React is a. Some people are saying React is a open source JavaScript library. What the meaning of open source? Free. React is an open source JavaScript library used to build the user interface. Developed by and present version is what? Huh? React is also known as also known as what? React JS or React. Yeah. Second point is what? React UI is built based on what? This is second. First point is React intro. Second one is what? Component based approach. Component based approach, right? Yeah, component based approach. Third one is what? File extension. What the file extension we have? .jsx. What the .jsx says? Say logics and UI stay together. Previously, logic separate, UI separate. Now, stay together. Stay together using what? Yeah, JSX, right? That's it. Fourth one is what? NPM. What the role of NPM? NPM purpose. The NPM node packaging manager. Because this should install like JavaScript within the browser, out of the browser. Yeah, NPM command we should write. Any Library to install, use what command? npm. Library, some predefined libraries, something like some libraries, libraries like Axios, like what Axios, we can say what router DOMs and Redux. To install this, you can go for the npm install command. Npm install like that. Today, what software you should install? Node software. Total 3 steps. Download the software using this website. Website can download cheyandi. Install it and verify the installation. Verify what? Initialization, right? But the role of the node will execute the JavaScript code outside the that's it. Yeah, React is basically component based approach. Main important point you need to target what approach here? Component based approach. Component based approach. What extension we use in React? But the .jsx means what you say that? Logic plus UI. Logics plus what? UI stay together. Previously, logics are separate and logics are separate and what? Yes. Logic separate and UI separate. Now, logics and UI stay together. And so, one more point. So, Salan, you want some more? Some more means first application. I will show you the application. First application. Today, all of you need to write the first application. That's it. Number 1. Just open the command prompt. See where you want to save your examples. Like you first create the one dummy folder in your location. Local disk D. I am going to create one folder. Like right click and new. I want to take the one folder. Assume that I am storing one. I am creating one folder by default. React programs. React programs. React programs. 11 a.m. something like that. I'm already created one folder. Folder create just create the folder to save the React applications. Or folder create just after that, open the command prompt from that location. What location? A React programs location. Create the folder to save the React application. Example folder name is what? React program, something like folder create just folder. Open the command from that location. Our location will open just folder. The first step we can do. So here, this is my location. Just let me have the CMD here. Let me have the CMD here. Then I have the CMD. Local disk D is the folder. Now create the project. Create what? Project. See guys, to create the React project, we have the two options. One is like CRA project. One is like, white project. I will tell you what the difference in tomorrow class. One is what project? White. One is what project? CRA. Two ways you can create a project. Present trend is a white project. CRA is old approach. Long back we create the project using what? CRA. Present trend is what project is a white. White project is a present trend. Let me create the white project today. Second one is what? Create the project. Create the white. Create the React project. Create what project? React project using white. Using what? White. Open the command prompt. npm, definitely npm required because running within the browser, out of the browser. npm create. npm what? Create white @latest. That is a command to create the project. But the command npm create white what? Latest. Click on enter. Once if we click on enter, guys, first time it is asking like yes, and it's asking like project name. See guys, this is called what? npm white create white project. It's asking like project name. It is asking what? Project name. My React first tab. My React first tab is the application. Then it is asking what framework you want. Tell me what framework you want. Vanilla, Vue, Pre9, Lighter, Serverless, or like React. Fine. Go for what? React. If you go for the React like this is a React. This is what? React. Then it's asking what variant. What the variant you want? TypeScript or JavaScript? Nice, you select. Like seeing that you can understand, right? Yeah, JavaScript. Guys, click on the no, install with npm and start now. The meaning of this one is like, install with npm and start now. And install with npm. It's saying that what? Install with what command? Npm means to run the first application, some basic libraries required, right? He is asking that, do you want me to install the libraries using npm? And start now. Do you want me to start the project? He is asking that project is created. Some libraries are required. You want me to install the libraries, and you want me to start the project. You want me to start now in the sense you want run the project. What we can say. This line, what he's asking? He's asking that install the libraries. Install cheyamantava. Then project run cheyamantava. What are you doing? Install cheyna, run cheyna. Here SS and whatever. Installed project automatically running. It's showing the URL by default. URL can be just. What this line is saying that here? Install with the npm. Yes. Okay, let me today give what? Yes. Click on yes. Click on what buddies? Yes. Read this point, guys. What is point here? Tomorrow I'll tell you what is scaffolding. Scaffolding the project. It's installing the dependencies. What install J has? He is installing the dependencies. And he will run the project also. He will run one project. First time that you wait a few seconds and internet should be stable because it is downloading what 151 packages. One package buddies, 151 packages are downloaded. Starting the development dev server, automatic project is running. Project we are running, automatic running, and we have the URL automatic. This is the URL. Okay. That is what URL. Then you guys are enjoying. Previously, we need to install the dependencies and we need to run the project. But now he is giving the option like, do you want me to install? Do you want me to run? Yes, yes. ChatGPT effect, that is all. Effect there. ChatGPT effect. Hey, that's it, guys. You come to the browser and you can place that URL, you can check the output. React first application will come. That is the React UI. This is what? React UI. What is the React UI here? This is called React symbol. This is called white symbol. But this is a symbol of React. The React is built based on what? The white, right? This is called white symbol. React and white. Tomorrow I'll create a React with what? CRA. That CRA symbol will come. It means React application is built with the help of white support. With the help of what support? White library is nothing but white library support. See guys, this is called getting started. You see this one here? SRC app.jl. Hey, count me click chain, just the count will be increased. That's all. Check chain. Hey, this is called React first application. Enough. Got it? Good. You do one thing. Hey, you can go and check your React folder structure. Tomorrow I'll tell this folder structure and all. See, this is a project you created, right? What the project tell me here? My React. Even any folders automatically create up. These all the folders will create automatically. Tomorrow I'll tell you what these folders will. But today don't touch this folder. Just you can check that project is created in your location. In your what? Location. Project is what? Created or not. That's it. Project is created. Got it up? That's it. That's it. What the command to create the project? npm to create the project, npm create by the latest. Then what it is doing? It is asking project name. It is asking what? Project name. Then you can give the project name, something like that. Then it is asking what to select the framework. Select the framework. What the framework you want, you can select. Select the variant. Because React is all about the JavaScript, you select the JavaScript. And then next one is what? This is very important. What it is asking? Install with install and what? Start, right? What does it mean? It's asking install with npm. Installing the libraries and run the project. Run JS. Because you type to what? Yes. Yes means you install the automatic installing. Tomorrow I will type the no and I will check how to do manual. But today we are installing automatically installed. And we got the URL. What the URL here? Default port number is the 5173. IR local is check this for. That's close. That's all. You want me to try one more time? Yeah, first step is what? Tell me. First step is like, first step is what? Create the folder create to save them. Open the command prompt from that location. That's what. And here, let me close the old one. Go for the first one. Yeah, go for the data, local disk T. And you see local disk T. What is the data here? Yeah, React. Something like this. Already you have the one file in that location, right? My React first app is there. And check chain files are creating or not. Open the command from this location. All location and open chain. Open the command from that location. What the command to create a project? npm create y at latest. Why at latest? Click on enter. That's all. First time it is asking yes. Now it is asking not asking yes. Not asking. Project name is what? My React second hyphen app. Got it right? My React. Yeah, my React second app. Enter. Huh? React. Huh? ऐसा ना होना up arrow down arrows type चलना टी arrow तो ऐसा no tomorrow you will do today yes it click on yes that's all. Once if you click on the yes then what? Installing the dependencies is downloading all the libraries. It is downloading all the libraries, then starting the project also, running the project. Project we are running, are we running up? You guys watch. You guys what? Watch. Otherwise, sit back and relax. Sit back and what? Relax. Sit back and relax. He will install the libraries. He start the project. And your responsibility is what? Just to copy that URL. These days, real time is like that. ChatGPT, Copilot, anti-gravity, generating the code and giving the code completely. You sit back and what? Relax. You see what is output coming. That's all. That output is okay na? Accept. If the output is not okay na? Reject. Ask one more plan. Ask what? One more plan. That's it. Then you can go for the URL. But the URL guys, that's it. Count increasing. Count is what? That's all. All of you buddies, open the laptop, execute this first application, show me the output and leave. No laptop, wait until the last person is complete the work. You take this pick one. Notes write the notes after the class. 1 second. Pick one, this 2 points second. Entire page is a component, each movie card is a component, like button also a component. And everything is React is what? Component based approach. Pick two. File extensions. But the file extension React use, tomorrow I'll show you how to create a .js example. npm. JSX says that what? Logics and UI stay together. Friend, okay, they can wait for. Next week, what is a node? Node software will give the JavaScript environment. Generally, JavaScript code executed by browser. But to execute the JS code outside of the browser, use what? Node. Hey, first you download and install the node. Node install first. Check the node version. You take the last week. How many ways you can create a project? Two ways. One is the white, one is the CI. Today you create the white project, tomorrow I will tell you the CI.